starters for the first race on this Saturday, October 27th program, Field of 8. Moving in, here's how we leave. Amon Abraham as the inside, Gord Hennessy, then Baby Dill from post 2, and Lonnie Stokes. And Carter Starr, post 3, and John Davidson. Uncle Gerald up in box, Todd Trites from 4, then Amon Aces. Mark Haig from 5, Cocan Fame, and Euless Gallant 6. Keystone Ricochet 7, and Wayne Watson outside 8. ROF Racing High, Sam Hodgin 8 across, and here they come. They're off and pacing and a good start. Baby Dill busting out for the early lead early on. Then Carter Starr on the outside gets away, racing in second around the first turn. Uncle Gerald up in box, sits in third. Keystone Ricochet got away racing fourth. Then it's back to Amon Abraham, sitting back early on in fifth, the first time starter. Then racing sixth on the outside, ROF Racing High. Then it's back to Amon Aces, and trailing the field, Cocan Fame. On to the opening quarter now. Keystone Ricochet takes over after an opening quarter of 30 and 2. And clearing the front now, Keystone Ricochet, Baby Dill now rides in the pocket second. Then racing third, Carter Starr. Uncle Gerald up in box fourth. Then racing fifth, ROF Racing High, 3/8 of the mile in. Then Amon Abraham, Amon Aces, and trailing the field halfway home, Cocan Fame to the half-mile point, and Watson straight up in the bike on the 2-year-old filly, Keystone Ricochet. And she's halfway home in a 1:01 flat. Around the turn they go. Keystone Ricochet. Then on the inside, Baby Dill, Carter Starr. Then Uncle Gerald up in box, gapped out in fourth. ROF Racing High. Amon Abraham. Then Cocan Fame moving from the back of the pack. And between horses, Amon Aces on to the 3/4 they go. And Watson goes to work on Keystone Ricochet. A 3/4 length lead. Carter Starr by the 3/4, 1:32 and 3, 31 and 3 in that third quarter, and it's Keystone Ricochet. Watch for Baby Dill, and she just needs some racing room. Carter Starr on the outside third, then ROF Racing High. Uncle Gerald up in box, an 8th to go. Keystone Ricochet, Baby Dill, then Carter Starr. Uncle Gerald coming on, but it's going to be Keystone Ricochet to win it. Baby Dill gets the deuce. And third, Uncle Gerald up in box. And the time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. And your winner, Keystone Ricochet, 2:03 and a 5th. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race 1. Number 6, Keystone Ricochet, a 2-year-old daughter of All-American Ingot. Out of the Big Towner mare, Keystone Rosalind. Home of Dr. Hugh Barrett of Hampton. He does the training. Wayne Watson in the bike. Now 2 for 12 this season. And winning today, 2:03 and a 5th. Keystone Ricochet, the 2-year-old filly. Winning in 2:03 and 1 here in the first. And behind the gate, Stutters race 2. Deceptional, Mark Haig. Megan L. Down and Steve Mason. Shady Martin, Wayne Watson. Bandit Colleen, Gord Hennessy. Mr. Varbo and Lonnie Stokes. West Gem Princess, Sam Hodgin. Then UK Bluegrass, John Davidson. And outside, Full Pardon and Todd Trites. 8 across, race 2. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Shady Martin busts out for the early lead on the far outside. That's UK Bluegrass, a strong start as they race around the turn. Shady Martin out by a pair. UK Bluegrass on the outside second as Shady Martin stepping on the front end early here as they make their way to the quarter. UK Bluegrass. Deceptional trying to keep them on the outside, but Deceptional now races back in third. Getting away fourth, that was Full Pardon. Then we're gapped to Megan L. Down. Back to Bandit Colleen sitting back in sixth. Racing seventh, Mr. Varbo, and trailing West Gem Princess. She can see them all as they drive past the opening quarter. quarter, 28-4, and Watson sitting up straight on another one. And he's got the lead here, 3/8 of the mile in. Shady Martin, then UK Bluegrass second. Deceptional under a drive third, Full Pardon. Angling out now for Trites from fourth. Ren racing fifth on the inside. Halfway home, 59-2. That's Bandit Colleen. Then it goes Mr. Varbo, Megan L down, and West Gem Princess still trails the field. And again, the half, 59-2 as they drive past the 5/8. Shady Martin leading. Then racing second on the outside comes Full Pardon to call. On the inside, UK Bluegrass. Then on the outside, Bandit Colleen fourth. Deceptional locked in fifth. Mr. Varbo to 6, West Gem Princess, and Megan L down 3/4, 131 as they round the turn. Full Pardon and Trites has now grabbed the lead. Full Pardon, Shady Martin, then UK Bluegrass. On the far outside, Mr. Varbo tips out 3 wide with an 1/8 to go, but Full Pardon has got a jump on the field. Full Pardon out by about 3. Shady Martin, Mr. Varbo coming on for third, but it's going to be Trites, and he's got the whip tucked away, and an easy win for Full Pardon in 4 second. Shady Martin in third, best going to Mr. Varbo. Time for the mile, 2:02. 2:02 winner here in race number 2. Going to Full Pardon. Trites in the driver's seat. And Full Pardon picks up his first of the campaign in the mile, 2:02. Driver like he's stolen. A field of 8 here in our third race. $1,500 claiming Pacers. And looking like a pretty good start. Here they come. They're off. Port Hill Digger busting out for the early lead. My Buddy Mark on the inside. Going with him around the turn. They're neck and neck, not for long though. Port Hill Digger, he was a big winner last week and looking to repeat here. And he's on top early on. My Buddy Mark away second. Then racing third. Getting away from third on the inside, that's Fun Day Bay, a good start for her. Then sitting back to My Donna in fourth, Red Boots fifth, Driver Like He's Stolen, Big V, and trailing the field, Milt 29 seconds. Opening quarter mile, and up front, Port Hill Digger. My Buddy Mark's going to sit on his back, racing second. Then gapped out Fun Day Bay, third. My Donna gapped out about 3.5 back more in fourth. Then racing fifth, Red Boots. Driver Like He's Stolen, sixth, and Big V. And trailing the field, Milt. They're strung out single file and led by Port Hill Digger. And again, a big 15-length winner last week. And he's trying to duplicate that effort. And he's over the half, 59-3, a tick faster than last week. He's on top, halfway home. My Buddy Mark is racing second. Then racing third, Fun Day Bay. Red Boots on the outside. Then My Donald angle out behind him from fifth. Driver Like He's Stolen takes the inside route. Then the two trailers are Big V and Milt on to the 3/4. And Port Hill Digger is on top, and on top by about 8 lengths here, and leaving them in the dust, 3/4. And they were by that marker, and even 131. It's all Port Hill Digger. 130-1 past the 3/4. And it's all Port Hill Digger. And again, he's got about a 12-length lead on My Buddy Mark, Fun Day Bay, Red Boots. And up on the inside late is My Donna, but it's all Port Hill Digger. And he's going to destroy this field again. Fun Day Bay gets up for the deuce. And for third, going to My Buddy Mark. 2:01 the mile. And again, a big convincing win, Port Hill Digger. And the mile in 2:01. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 3. Number 4, Port Hill Digger, a 4-year-old gelded son of Southview Matt. Out of the drop-off mare, Elm Grove Cheyenne. Owned by William Smythe of Fredericton, Ron Chamberlain trains, Lonnie Stokes drives. And Port Hill Digger's 2 straight wins, 4th of the campaign. And another impressive victory, 2:01 for Port Hill Digger. here in the third. Gathering in behind the starter now, field of 8, race 4, Bert's Goldie, Gordon Hennessy. The Deemer, John Davidson. Then we have Pictonian Dream and Sam Hodgin. Ken Aaron Maverick, Lonnie Stokes, Miss Mimi, and Mark Haig. Too Funny, Todd Trites, Cocan Rebel, and Jerry Gallant, Manard Amity, and Paul Bro. 8 across the gate. This the 4th race, and here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Bert's Goldie on the inside looking for it. That's Ken Aaron Maverick on the outside, busting off the gate, getting away, racing in second. Then the Deemer's third. Around the turn, then Too Funny on the outside, driving up from 4th. Racing 5th inside, Pictonian Dream. Then on the outside, Manart Amity is in 6th and forced to go on. Then racing 7th on the inside, Miss Mimi. And trailing the field is Cocan Rebel on to that opening quarter. And by that marker, and Gord Hennessy has Bert's Goldie on top. That opening quarter, 29 and 4, Bert's Goldie. Then racing second, Stokes is in the pocket. Trip with the 2-year-old. Ken Aaron Maverick on the outside. Too Funny is a third. In along the pylons, racing in 4th. That is the Deemer. Then on the outside, Miss Mimi from 5th. Then locked in solid, Manard Amity 6th. On the outside, Pictonian Dream takes the outside flow now and is 7th, trailing Cocan Rebel halfway home. And they were by that marker, 101 and 3. Bert's Goldie takes him around the paddock turn. Bert's Goldie. Ken Aaron Maverick is second on the outside. Too Funny. Then inside, the Deemer locked in. On the outside, Miss Mimi driving up from 5th. And racing 6, Manard Amity. Then it's Pictonian Dream tipping out wide from 7th. And trailing the field, Cocan Rebel on to the 3/4 they go. Led by Bert's Goldie, but closing in quickly is Ken Aaron Maverick. And some confusion there past the 3/4. And they were by that marker, 131 and 3. Inquiry goes up. Hold your tickets as the field is bunched for this final 8th drive. Bert's Goldie, Ken Aaron Maverick on the outside. Pictonian Dream looks to have the most pace on the outside. And Pictonian Dream exploding in the lane on the inside. Ken Aaron Maverick. Too Funny on again, but it's going to be Pictonian Dream. Cocan Rebel. And what a stretch drive for Cocan Rebel. Got up from the back of the pack for the deuce. And the mile in 3 and 3 again, the Inquiry up. And looking at the just past the 3/4 pole involving number 4. Number 3, Pictonian Dream. 3-year-old gelded son of Dream Away out of the Nonooks mare, Macaroni. Owned by the Backstreet Boys stable. Trained by Mike Campbell, Sam Hodgin in the driver's seat. Pictonian Dream win 2 of the season. And this afternoon, the mile 2:03 and 3. Pictonian Dream getting up to win it in the stretch. 2:03 and 3 for driver Sam Hodgin. Charlie Price. Diamond Hard, Wayne Watson 4. Golden Days, Lee's 5, and John Davidson, RG Indy, Chester Eatman. Then we have Salzbrook Mar and Todd Trites and Holiday Moon outside Sam Hodgin. 8 stutters, here they come. They're off and pacing. Stagecoach Gambler takes the lead on the inside, but going for it on the outside. That's Golden Days getting away strong and is now second around the first turn. Then getting away third, Cold J Commando. Gapped out fourth, Sweet Lofty. Then racing 5th, back to Diamond Hard, getting away. Then racing 6th, RG Indy, Salzbrook Mar, and a Holiday Moon trails early on as they make their way to the opening quarter and led by Stagecoach Gambler. He got off the gate well today for the Hagler, and he's got the lead 29 and 3 opening quarter, and it's Stagecoach Gambler. Then racing up tight second now, Golden Days, Cold J Commando is third. There goes Sweet Lofty on the outside, and Price is going to try it first up from 4th. Diamond Hard 5th, and RG Indy, Holiday Moon, and Salzbrook Mar can see them all 3/8 of the mile in. Led by Stagecoach Gambler, Sweet Lofty on the outside comes up to challenge. Then on the inside, Golden Days locked in third. The half 1:01 and 4. Then it's Cole J. Commando, Diamond Hard, Holiday Moon, RG, Indian, Salzbrook Mar. Rounding the paddock turn to the 5/8. Stagecoach Gambler still on top. Outside, Sweet Lofty has come to engage second. Inside, racing third, Golden Days. Cole J. Commando has fourth, Diamond Hard fifth. There goes Holiday Moon, and she's got some pace from 6. RG Indy and Salzbrook Mar trails, and Stagecoach Gambler puts away the first challenge, 3/4 1, 32 and 3 around the turn. Stagecoach Gambler, Golden Days may get a shot at him as the track opens up, and Golden Days will try it from second with an 1/8 to go. Stagecoach Gambler, Golden Days, Sweet Lofty third. Holiday Moon, Diamond Heart is coming on. Deep stretch though, and the Hagler's going to go coast to coast and win it, and it's Stagecoach Gambler, Golden Days, and Sweet Lofty holds for third. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 4, and it's Stagecoach Gambler, a gate-to-wire winner, Mark Haig here in the 5th. Here in race number 5, a gate-to-wire trip. He's a 7-year-old son of Bruce My Boy out of the Fundamentalist mare, Petitionist. Almaidon Kerr, trained by Donald Kerr, Mark Haig in the driver's seat, and a gate-to-wire trip, the mile in 2:02 and 4. And again, an impressive trip for Stagecoach Gambler, 2:02 and 4. And Haig got him to the front and never looked back. As easy as that, 2:02 and 4 here in the 5th. And Gord Hennessy, Katahdin Country, Phil Reed. Then we have Fittipaldi and Sam Hodgen, Jacob, John Davidson, Pictoni and Best West, Lonnie Stokes at Ashby Corner, and Charlie Price. Field of 8, here they come. They're off and pacing for the lead on the inside, fastest can be. Then far outside, not for long, Jacob, and can he ever bust the gate? And just like that, he's taken the lead, Jacob. Then fastest can be racing second, Giz Can Do, nicely tucked in third. Katahdin Country on the outside at this point, and racing fourth and going on. Then racing fifth at the pylons, up the backside, that's Canico Dynamo. Then it's back to Fittipaldi on the outside, Pictoni and Best West. And trailing the field, that's Ashby Corner, 30 and 1. 30 flat, that opening quarter. 30 seconds even. It's Jacob on the lead. Katahdin Country on the outside. He's parked, and he's been parked every step, racing second on the inside. Fastest can be, then Giz Can Do is going to take Katahdin Country's cover, and moving now from fourth. Fittipaldi is fifth, and Canico Dynamo comes out to move. Ashby Corner and trailing the field halfway home. Pictoni and Best West, they were by that marker, 1:01 and 3 around the paddock turn, and on top and cutting it, Jacob racing second on the outside, Katahdin Country. Then third inside, fastest can be, Giz Can Do. He's in striking distance on the outside, fourth. Then racing fifth, Canico Dynamo. Ashby Corner, Fittipaldi, and Pictoni and Best West can see them all to the 3/4, and Johnny D goes to work on Jacob. Still a 1.5 length lead by the 3/4, 1:31 and 4 as they round the turn. Jacob, Katahdin Country on the outside second, and what a trip. This guy's gone, parked every step, not going away. Then on the inside, fastest can be. Down the home stretch, Jacob, then fastest can be, gets some racing room now late. They're in deep stretch, Jacob, it's gonna be Jacob, fastest can be, Giz Can Do, and Katahdin Country winds up fourth, 2:02 and 2. The mile here, 2:02 and 2, Jacob. And back to the winner's circle, the winner of the 6th race. Number 6, Jacob. 5-year-old gelded son of Blissful Hall out of the Logmare Salt Shaker. Oh, my Kenny Fudge and Dave Mitchell. Travis Fowler trains. John Davidson drives. Jacob picks up win 6 of the season. And a gate-to-wire effort, the mile in 2:02 and 2. Jacob and Johnny D. And the top of the stretch now for our 7th, Dillinger's Lady and Gord Hennessy. Tricky Win, Mark Haig, Tisha's Pit Pony, and Todd Trites. Longworth Legacy, Charlie Price tuned in. Sam Hodgin, Golden Virtue, John Davidson, and Rosalie Sealster, Lonnie Stokes. Come on, Scoot Scratched. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Longworth Legacy going out to take the lead. Then on the inside, Dillinger's Lady gets away racing second, but Longworth Legacy has gone to the front, and he's moving out early here and leads by about 4 lengths as they sit on up the back stretch on way to the quarter. Longworth Legacy, Dillinger's Lady got away second. Tisha's Pit Pony outside third, Tricky Win fourth. Then pulling up in the backfield, that's Golden Virtue onto the quarter, and Tisha's Pit Pony now gets in behind the leader, Longworth Legacy, 29 and 4 opener. Dillinger's Lady sits back in third past the quarter. Then Tricky Win from fourth, racing fifth, tuned in. Then racing sixth and trailing now at the back of the pack, Rosalie Sealstern again pulling up is Golden Virtue as they tip off the turn through the stretch, racing to the half-mile point, led up top by Charlie Price and Longworth Legacy. Then up tight second, Tisha's Pit Pony. Outside, Tricky Win driving up from third. Fourth on the inside, locked in Dillinger's Lady, the half, and they were by the half, 1:02. And he'll be tough to beat off that half. Up top, Longworth Legacy out now by 2 again. Tisha's Pit Pony, then racing third. On the outside is Tricky Win, Dillinger's Lady. Then Rosalie Sealster has gone up the inside and trailing the field. And Tisha's Pit Pony is making a move here. And a sudden burst of speed has Tisha's Pit Pony matching strides with Longworth Legacy, 1:32. And that third quarter was a 32nd flashed up quarter, and leading Longworth Legacy outside Tisha's Pit Pony. And they've left the others in the dust with 1/8 of a mile to go, neck and neck for the lead. Longworth Legacy, Tisha's Pit Pony on the outside now. Tisha's Pit Pony wears down the leader. Tisha's Pit Pony wins it. Longworth Legacy second, and a third going to Rosalie Sealster, 2:02 and 1. The mile, the last half, in 1 minute and a fifth. And it's Tisha's Pit Pony getting up to win it. Winner circle, the winner of race number 7, her 3rd straight win. Number 3, Tisha's Pit Pony, a 4-year-old daughter of Sherwood Abe. Out of the Willowbird mare, Silverwood Misty. Owned by Bob McNeil and Travis Fowler. Bob McNeil trains, and Todd Trites in the driver's seat. And 2 wins for Todd on the day. And also Tisha's Pit Pony, 3 straight wins. And Tisha's Pit Pony today, 2:02 and 1. Not far off her season's best of 2:01 and a 3. And what a season driver Todd Trites is having. 130 wins now on the season for Todd. And a career best year going for Tritesy. And he gets another one here. And his 130th of the season. Scoring with Tisha's Pit Pony, the queen of the 15s. Tisha's Pit Pony. And the starters for the 8th race behind the gate. Rapid Cane, John Davidson. Bolero Kloop and Ed Harvey. Wild Cherry, Mark Haig. Ryan's Fancy and Lonnie Stokes. Salzbrook Dandy and Gordy Hennessy. Mario LaBanca, Sam Hodgin, and Legendary One. And Todd Trites. Field of 7, top of the stretch for the 8th race. Seven across, and here they come. They're off and pacing, an even start. Busting out for the lead, Rapid Cane on the inside. Ryan's Fancy On the outside, getting off the wing strong, racing in second around the turn. Then racing third on the inside, getting away nicely was Wild Cherry. Then up on the outside, Legendary One, and Trites is forced out 3 wide up the backside. Then filling the hole right there is Wild Cherry on the outside, getting in now and racing in. That's Mario LaBanca racing now in fifth. Then Salzbrook Dandy on the move and trailing the field, Bolero Kloop 29-1 opener, Rapid Cane. And horses getting parked out bad here and parked on the outside. Second, Ryan's Fancy, no room for him as Wild Cherry and Legendary One is still out 3 wide coming to the half, and Trites has got to force the issue as hard as he can here to try to get the lead, but Davidson playing hardball on the inside, and they're halfway home in 59-1 around the turn. Rapid Cane, and then Legendary One has gone off stride, and everybody by safely. Racing second now, up the backside, racing second. That's Haig and Wild Cherry. Salzbrook Dandy third. On the outside, Ryan's Fancy, then Mario LaBanca. Back to Bolero Kloop and Legendary One. To the 3/4, Rapid Cane. The clear one to beat, Wild Cherry racing second. 3/4. 129-3 around the turn. Rapid Cane. Here comes Wild Cherry out from second, and the mare hitting hard. Then racing third, Ryan's Fancy. Salzbrook Dandy is there. An eighth to go. Rapid Cane. Wild Cherry on the outside. Deep stretch. Rapid Cane. Wild Cherry. But it's Rapid Cane, and he's too tough when he gets the front, and he wins it here, Wild Cherry. And what a super trip she went and got the deuce in for third. Ryan's Fancy, he raced well, and Salzbrook Dandy back to fourth. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 2 fifths. Rapid Cane, a season's best. And the 9th race in the hands of the starter, and approaching the top of the stretch, Hijinks Banka, Lonnie Stokes, Pitbull Hanover, and John Davidson. Eyes on you, Todd Trites. Bert and Bert, Mark Haig. Becoming Jarwa, Sam Hodgen. Always Jarwa, Wayne Hubbard. Gordy's Last Call, Gordy Hennessy. And outside 8, Let's Tango Lavros and Wayne Watson. Here they come. They're off the inside. Hijinks Banka getting off the gate. Gordy's Last Call fires out of there from post 7. Up on the outside now, second around the first turn. Then getting away, racing in third, Pitbull Hanover. Around the turn, past the 8th they go. Up on the outside, driving up. That's Always Jarwa out of 4th. Eyes on You, 5th. Then Becoming Jarwa, Bert and Bert, Let's Tango Lavros trails, and Gordy's Last Call takes over before the quarter pole, and the mare now in commanding order. Past that opening quarter, she had to work to get there. 28-4 opener, and it's Gordy's Last Call. Hijinks Banka's racing second. Pitbull Hanover watches it all from third. Outside driving, Always Jarwa. He hasn't seen the cones yet, and Park fourth. Then Eyes on You locked in fifth. Becoming Jarwa. Outside from 6, Bert and Bert 7th. And Let's Tango Lavros will try it from last. Halfway home in the big mare, Gordy's Last Call. By the half in 59-4, 31 seconds. In that second quarter, and up front, Gordy's Last Call. Racing second, Hijinks Banka, Always Jarwa. On the outside, driving third, Pitbull Hanover. Eyes on You now gets out with the flow, and driving up from 5th, Becoming Jarwa. Let's Tango Lavros, and trailing the field at the back of the pack, Bert and Bert, but Gordy's Last Call takes them there. 130 and a 2 fifths. Gordy's Last Call, and the free-legged mare looking strong on the lead here. She's got a 2-length lead. Hijinks Banka second, then Pitbull Hanover angling out from third, and 8th to go. Gordy's Last Call. Hijinks Banka on the outside coming on. Deep stretch, Gordy's Last Call. Hijinks Banka coming on tight. Looks like Gordy's Last Call hung on over Hijinks Banka. Pitbull Hanover right there as well. They were 3 across the wire, and the time for the mile, 2 minutes flat. And they were tight quarters at the finish. And the mile, 2 minutes flat here in race 9. And back to the winner's circle, the winner of race number 9, number 7, Gordy's Last Call. Black mare, she's 4 by matter of money out of the Dexter Nukes mare. Guest appearance, center by Earl Fram, who does the training. Gordy Hennessy in the driver's seat. Gordy's Last Call wins her 6th of the season. It's her 31st career win and puts her closer to $150,000 lifetime. Gordy's Last Call picks up her 6th of the season, the mile in 2 minutes flat. If you were at Harbor Station last Saturday evening, Gordy's Last Call, the part of our big promotion at Harbor Station. Horse racing meets hockey, and Gordy certainly put on a great show for the youngsters at Harbor Station who came to see her in her stall. She was positioned at the west end of Harbor Station for the entire evening. She was on her best behavior all night long. And Gordy's Last Call back to the races today from the hockey rink and returns a winner, the mile in 2 minutes flat. Major Heron Bay educated, Kane Rise again, the scratch of 4 Jags, Desperado. Field behind the gate for the 10th race. Top of the stretch, we have Materialism, Mark Haig, Casimir Freedom, Robert Kraft, Cushla McCree, and Todd Trites. Pipe Major, Sam Hodgen, Heron Bay, Gord Hennessy, Educated, and John Davidson. Outside Kane Rise again, Wayne Watson. 7 of them. Here they come. They're off and pacing, good start. Cushla McCree busting for the lead. And this filly can time the gate. And away she goes off the front. Then racing second on the outside. Pipe Major is going for it. And Pipe Major, the veteran pacer, takes the lead before the 8th. And Hodgen clears. Cushla McCree is racing second. Materialism from the inside post got away in 3rd. Casimir Freedom 4th. Then 5th on the outside, but parked Heron Bay. Educated sits in 6th, and Kane Rise again trails a 29-2 opener. Pipe Major leading. Then racing second is Cushla McCree. Outside, Heron Bay is getting parked. Materialism on the inside, 4th and 5th. Educated. Casimir Freedom getting the shuffle and is back in 6th, and trailing 7th, Kane Rise again as they approach the half. Up front, cutting it, Pipe Major. Racing second. Up tight is Cushla McCree. Then Heron Bay. Inside, Materialism, them Educated. Casimir Freedom, and trailing the field. And Kane Rise again, the half in a minute, 1/5. As they drive to the 5/8. Pipe Major. Cushla McCree, Materialism on the inside. Back to 3rd, Heron Bay on the outside. Then Educated tips out 3 wide from 5th and going on. Then in between horses, Casimir Freedom. All he needs is some racing room. And trailing the field, Kane Rise again, 1:30-2. By the 3rd station, Pipe Major out by about a length and a half. Cushla McCree had that perfect pocket journey second. Then Materialism back to 3rd and 8th to go. And it's Pipe Major. Cushla McCree second. Materialism on the outside coming on again. Casimir Freedom, but he had no racing room, and it's going to be Pipe Major in for second. Cushla McCree, and 3rd was Materialism. How about this? 1:59-3. Pipe Major, 1:59-3. Quickest of the day. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race 10, number 5, Pipe Major. 8-year-old gelded son of Largo out of the French chef mare, Holly's Puff. Owned by the Painting the Town stable, trained and driven by Mike Campbell. And second training win for Mike Campbell and second driving win for Sam Hodgen today. And Pipe Major gets the job done, 1:59-3. And it's our quickest so far, as we've got the top class coming up next. The mile again, 1:59 and 3. Top of the stretch now, Jarwa, John Davidson, Racklin Fine Line, Lonnie Stokes, Aries Queen Virginia, and Steve Mason. Jags Raisin, Mark Haig, Rookies Raisin, and Todd Trites, Vic Victor, Sam Hodgen, Woodmere Quick Peak, Al Jones, and outside 8, Power Flex and Gord Hennessy. Field of 8, here they come. They're off, and top class pacers on their way. Jarwa takes the early lead. Jarwa into the turn. Then racing second. Rookies Raisin gets away well today and is spotted in the 2-hole trip. Then racing second. Woodmere Quick Peak on the outside. Racklin Fine Line gets away in fourth. Aries Queen Virginia fifth. Then racing six is Vic Victor. Then it's back to on the outside, going up Power Flex and trailing Jags Raisin onto the opening quarter, and Jarwa and Johnny D, 28 and 2. Fastest quarter of the day, Jarwa. He's got Rookies Raisin following him today, though. Racing second, he's 2 back. Then third, Woodmere Quick Peak racing fourth. Racklin Fine Line, he's eyeing a move to the outside, and Mason is hoping to get covered up with Aries Queen Virginia, and that's working out for him halfway home. Then we're back to Vic Victor. Then Power Flex and Jags Racing trails. Halfway home, Jarwa. They were by the half a quick. 58 seconds flat around the turn, Jarwa. Then racing second, Rookies Raisin. Outside, Woodmere Quick Peak, Racklin Fine Line. Our East Queen Virginia trying to make up ground from fifth. Then racing six to the outside and driving Power Flex. Then it's Vic Victor and trailing Jags Raisin, but they gotta catch Jarwa as they pass the 3/4, 1:28 and 1, and they are moving right along here. And it's Jarwa, but watch for Rookies Raisin, and if Tritesy can shake loose, he's gonna be tough here as they come off the turn. Down the stretch, Jarwa. Rookies Raisin is racing second. Then up the inside, Racklin Fine Line is coming on, but Jarwa is going to go coast to coast, and Johnny D will get his third of the day. And Jarwa winning our top class time for the mile, 1:58 and 2. Quickest of the day. Wow. And back to the winner's circle. The winner of our top class of the afternoon goes to one Jarwa, a 7-year-old son of lightning speed out of the Stargaze Hanover mares Van and Star, home of the Ultimate Stable of Dieppe and Don Hubbard of St. John, trained by Seafoy Melanson, John Davidson in the driver's seat. 6 wins this year for Jarwa, and his quickest since returning home, and the mile in 1:58 rather, and a 2. The mile 1:58 and 2. It's Jarwa and Johnny D. And for John Davidson, his third winning drive of the day. Johnny D connects with Jarwa, winning in 1:58 and 2 to take our top class. The 8 horses now moving in. 12th and final. To wind up our 12-dash card, we have a lot of speed in John Davidson. Talking about my boy and Todd Trites, memories of Love Ed Harvey, Alicia Nukes and Sam Hodgen, Tigress Colleen, Wayne Watson, I Got a Rocket, Phil Reed, Oh My Beautiful Doll, Gord Hennessy, and Cookie Larry goes, he's got the 8 on the outside, and Mark Haig. 8 starters, race 12, here they come. They're off and pacing, chasing the gate out of there, Tigress Colleen. But you got to watch a lot of speed on the inside. And he loves the front end, and he's got it now around the turn. And Johnny D cuts another one early on here. Talking about my boy, and Trites is going to follow him again. And racing in second. Then Tigress Colleen wisely backs off and is racing third. That's Oh My Beautiful Doll in the backfield to a break. Meanwhile, up front, back in fourth, Memories of Love. Cookie Larry goes. Then it's back to the two trailers. I Got a Rocket and Alicia Nukes. And again, off stride. And out of this one is Oh My Beautiful Doll. That opening quarter, 29 and 1. It's a lot of speed on the front. Talking about my boy. That beautiful pocket trip in second. Then racing third, Tigress Colleen. Memories of Love is closing in fourth. Cookie Larry goes. Trying to close the gap fifth. And Alicia Nukes on the outside. Getting in gear, then I Got a Rocket, and Oh My Beautiful Doll halfway home, and Davidson by the half in a minute, 1/5 around the paddock turn they go, and a lot of speed, almost duplicate fractions of his win last week, and he's going to be tough to catch. But talking about my boy, he loves the pocket journey, and he's back there in second. Then Tigress Colleen on the outside, driving third. On to the three-quarters they go, and it's a lot of speed. Talking about my boy, Tigress Colleen on the outside. Then Memories of Love, fourth, Alicia Nukes. Cookie Larry goes, and trailing on the outside, but moving. I Got a Rocket, the three-quarters, 1:30 and 4. Round the turn, they're coming three high. Lot of speed. Talking about my boy as they come off the turn right there. Tigress Colleen, deep stretch. Talking about my boy is cleared. Then Tigress Colleen coming on again, but Trites looking for another one, and he's got his triple. Trites triples up, and he's got his triple here. And he had 4 wins last week, 3 this week, and Trites gets the job done. Talking about my boy, and the time for the mile, 2:01 and 1. Talking about my boy. And back with his third driving win of the afternoon, Todd Trites aboard number 2. Talking about my boy, a 6-year-old gelded son of Armbro Emerson. Out of the big towner mare at Say Hanover, Kevin Brown of St. John. He does the training. Todd Trites in the driver's seat. And talking about my boy, scores his 15th career winner. 15 career wins for Talking About My Boy. And again, a driving triple for driver Todd Trites. And for Talking About My Boy, his 5th win of the season. And it's his season's best, 2:01 and 1. Talking About My Boy takes the final, 2:01 and 1, a season's best.